What's up everybody and welcome to the new studio, although it's still not finished yet. But I've shot two videos in here so far. The first was when the room was completely empty. Just had all my stuff scattered all over the floor, and I kind of gave you a rundown as to how I was envisaging the room going, but I didn't really know at the time how things were going to pan out. And then I shot a video last week about selling your camera gear, but things have changed quite drastically since then. So in this video, I'm going to firstly just give you a bit of a kind of run around as to how things are progressing and what else is still going to change. And then secondly, I am going to review the centerpiece to the studio, which is this, the Flexispot EN1 motorized desk. Now, if you're not here for the tour, you're just here for the desk review, skip ahead to this point in the video now for that. But as for the tour, so firstly, behind us, we have the brick effect work now, rather than that weird London-themed black and white stuff. The blue backlight, although I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to keep that or not, I might get rid of it and replace it with some of my prints behind me. Don't know, still a little torn on there. The shelving unit is a new addition since the last video. So we have the RGB color scheme there. And then also a new addition, which you can't see because this is in the way at the minute. There is a workbench that now runs the full length of this wall, which is one of the reasons why I like this motorized desk, which I'll get onto in a bit. I can either have it up here standing for the videos, or I can drop it down and have it the same height as the workbench. Also, big change from the last video, if you saw the last video, is this is now empty. My computer was here because up until this weekend, this was the only desk that I had in the room, the only space that I had to have a computer. So everything was just on here. I've now got another desk, which is over in the corner of the room there, which now is the editing corner. Now, I will apologize. I'm pretty sure you've picked up that there's probably quite a bit of an echo in the sound at the moment. This is generally quite an echoey room. I have started to sound treating it a little bit. I've got some sound panels on the walls and the ceiling on that side of the room, but I still have a bit more to do kind of on this end of the room. So that bit is a work in progress, and hopefully in the future that will be much better. But that's pretty much how things are going at the moment. Mainly it's the sound treatment, maybe some pictures on the wall, and I've got maybe a few more shelves to put up around behind the camera just to store a few more things. But it's pretty much taken shape. So what do you guys think of the studio so far? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, let's get on to the centerpiece of the new studio, the Flexispot EN1 motorized desk. Now, I do want to stress that Flexispot sent me this desk. Well, obviously they sent it me. How else am I going to get the damn thing? What I mean is they sent it to me to review, but this isn't a sponsored review at all. But honestly, it probably will sound like a sponsored video because I've been very impressed with the quality of this desk. Now, the main selling point generally most people would consider a height adjustable desk is you've got your computer on here, your workstation, and it gives you the choice between you can have it raised up for when you want to work standing up, or you can lower it for when you want to work sitting down. It's currently at 1 meter high now, which is a good kind of standing height for me to work at. It will drop down to 71 centimeters, or will go up to 121 centimeters, which gives you a 0.5 meter of travel distance, which should be pretty much more than sufficient for anyone unless you are 11 foot tall or an infant. Now, not that you're going to spend all day, every day, lowering and raising the desk, but just in case you are, the travel speed is, well, they're quoted at 25 millimeters per second. I timed it to get from minimum to maximum height. 50 centimeters travel took just under 23 seconds. So it's not like, it's not blisteringly quick, but it's not going to interfere with your day much. And in terms of raising and lowering it, there is a little control panel. I've got it down here, but you can fit it on the other side if you want. You can customize it to where you want. There's a little screen to show you where the height of the desk is in case you want to set it to a specific height. but that does power itself off, so it's not on all the time. So if you want to change the height of the desk, you push a button once to wake the desk up, and then you can press and hold the up or down arrow buttons to adjust it accordingly. However, there are also 3 programmable height settings that you can put in place, and they're dead easy to do. You just set the height, you just adjust the height of the desk to wherever you want it to do. You press the M button for memory, you press whichever preset option you want, and it stores that particular height on that particular number. So you can just hit the pre-programmed button and the desk will shift itself and you don't have to sit there holding the button. That works an absolute treat. And in terms of the build quality as well, it feels absolutely rock solid. I'll be honest, the thing weighs a ton. Now, in terms of constructing the thing, it's pretty straightforward. It took me about 45 minutes to do it by myself, but admittedly, that was like middle of the night and I was trying to be particularly quiet because everyone in the house was asleep, so I was having to be a little bit more cautious. I think if I was trying to do this in the middle of the day, I could have done it in half an hour. Although you may want to consider asking someone to give you a hand because some of the pieces are quite heavy to try and get into place. And once the whole thing's complete, you probably definitely need someone to give you a hand moving it because it's pretty heavy. It's rated to take up to 70 kilos payload limit, which means unfortunately I can't sit on it. But he can. And in terms of cost, all told for this desk, this just isn't practical now, is it? And in terms of the size of the desk, there's actually 2 desktop sizes available. You can have the smaller 120 by 60 centimeter desktop, or this, the larger 140 by 70 centimeters. And in terms of cost, the frame and desktop, they actually sell the 2 separate. So the frame is £200 and you can get it in grey, black or white. And then the tops are either £80 for the 120 by 60s or £100 for the 140 by 70s. And colours for the desktop are black, white, mahogany, or this, which is maple. Although I don't believe the mahogany is available in this size, only in the 120 by 60s. But all told, for the smaller 120 desk, you're looking around £280. This is £300. Which I don't think is that bad, considering just how rock solid and sturdy this desk is, bearing in mind that you would pay probably between £100 and £200 for a decent quality, solid, fixed desk that doesn't raise. I don't really think I could fault this desk. I think if I was to draw a potential negative, the only thing I would say is that when the desk is raising and lowering, the motor can be quite loud. Which even that is probably not much of a major criticism because there's only me in the room. And if there was more people in the room and there was a lot more ambient noise, you wouldn't hear the desk so much. And it's probably not getting raised and lowered 19 times a day, so I don't think it's that much of an issue. So all told, very, very impressed with this particular desk. This is the EN1. However, Flexispot do also have a range of other desks that will probably vary in size and payload as well. So if you're interested in the Flexispot desk, go and check them out. I will leave a link in the description down below. As always, if you have any questions or queries, the comment box is down there as well. And while you're down there, if you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button, and also consider checking out my Patreon account as well, where you can support the channel from $5 a month, and in return you'll get exclusive behind the scenes content and access to prize competitions as well. But as always, thank you so much for stopping by, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.